it's John here, and welcome back to another Minecraft review. We're going to be doing a review of 5 structures I think should belong in the game of Minecraft. In my Epic World, I made a copy of my Epic World, and I kind of went into creative, so I can show you guys a little bit of these structures without having to run to them, because some of them are pretty far away. So, this is my Epic World. Welcome. Yeah, we did a series on this a while back, but we never really finished it. I don't think it'll ever end, really. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and dive right into this. So we have all these new biomes coming into Minecraft with a new beta, new snapshots. I happen to be on Xbox, but these biomes are also already on the Java edition. So this is Bedrock edition, but nonetheless, this is an old world. So this world's about 5 years old. At least 5 years old altogether. But let's go ahead. So I had to add things into it, like the bamboo forest right here. Bamboo being a little bit on the eastern side of the world is where it naturally grows, and it's been brought over here to America and other parts of the world. Wouldn't it be cool if we could find something a little bit like this, where it's not just a single structure? You always see, like, show you guys right here. We have the desert temple. I converted my desert temple. Is right here, my very first one that I had. It's fairly colorful right now. The desert temple is very Egyptian, Middle Eastern style thing that was brought into the game a long time ago. There was an original temple that was nothing inside of it that was brought into the game before that. Then we have the ocean monument. We have the jungle temple, which are a lot rarer lately. I've not seen one of those in a really long time. And then we also have the woodland mansion, and we have a few other random structures, including villages that we see around the world. But wouldn't it be cool if you could find something like this in the bamboo jungle? The bamboo jungle is usually going to be on the outskirts of the jungle biome. This being on the outskirts would be really freaking cool if you saw something like this entering in. It doesn't have to be this grand or this scale. This is kind of a replica of the Hanamura map from Overwatch. But wouldn't it be cool if you could find something like this where it is multiple rooms? It is a multiple structure. It's not just one single structure. It's a full-on, like, almost like a village. Hey chicken. Almost like a village, but just happens to be a temple in the middle of the bamboo jungle. I think it's really cool. Like this dojo right here, the big old bell in the middle of it. The bell could be, excluded, but having multiple rooms that you can walk through and discover different random things like potions and whatnot throughout would be really freaking cool to have. And to run across this would be fantastic. I mean, look at this. Walking up through these bridges, walking in through the main gates, and seeing this, like, basically this bamboo paradise. What if there were structures at the top of the tall mountains? The very tops of these really tall mountains. Now, this one isn't as tall as I would like. I'm talking about the ones that are, 70, 80 blocks in the air that are like at cloud level. This one's almost at cloud level. But something like this where there is a structure at the top of the mountains, giving you a reason to climb these mountains. Because when I see mountains, honestly, I go around. I don't go up and over them. They're a pain in the butt to go over, especially these giant mountain biomes. Wouldn't it be awesome if you found something like this? It's kind of like it's a structure, but it's a dungeon at the same time. So you'd walk through, and then there are tripwires, and these would pop off arrows or something like that to attack you. And you can go upstairs, and it's this like mansion type of scenario where there's maybe some type of skeleton boss that would be up here. That would be really freaking cool, or a zombie boss or something like that. It'd be really freaking epic if you found something like this in the wild. I mean, again, it doesn't have to be a boss. It could just be simply a structure that's up here that you could turn into your home if you wanted to, at the top of the really tall mountain biomes. It kind of reminds me of Clash of Clans, actually. Like one of the castles from Clash of Clans, one of their town halls. Town hall, is it 9 or 10? I can't remember, but nonetheless, that's kind of what it reminds me of. But yeah, something like this, so it's got a little bit of booby traps, but some cool things inside to find. Would be really neat to find in a natural spawn in the world. Something else you could find in the jungle biomes, or maybe in like a dark forest or something that would be really concealed. Something really difficult to find. Something like this, a really simple, like a water feature, almost a temple, but has a hidden secret underneath. So if you were to go underneath it, you'd find yourself in a little base. It's kind of like the igloos have, right? Some of the igloos, which are really rare and hard to find, you'd have a reason to go through the jungle and go find something like this, and come up with some decent loot. Maybe put like an enchant or some kind of potion in there, something rare to find. Give me a reason to go into jungles for sure, because I don't particularly care to go into the jungles. They tend to detract me because I hate being lost in them. But if it had some kind of really cool loot inside of it and some kind of a fountain like this, would be really neat to find. I know we have igloos in some of the snow biomes, but finding a single home like this on top of it looks like a giant snowball, really, wouldn't this be really cool to find in the wild? I think so. Just a single home would be really awesome to have. A little tiny hut, little house like this, something very, very intricate, because we already have villages. Those are fantastic, and I don't disagree with finding villages. A house doesn't necessarily have to be in a village. Some people live in the outskirts all by themselves, and something like this would be really neat to find, like near a river or a lake or something, and it'd be like your lake house. Like this is a frozen lake over here, and this would be your frozen lake house. And then lastly, something in a taiga biome. Something like this. It's an above ground dungeon, but it's not. So built this thing kind of pretty basic, nothing to it. It climbs up and up. You go around really basic stairs. Again, nothing to it. Go on up here and it gets darker. And then you go on up here and it's getting darker. I bring torches. And then there's a spawner with, hey buddies. Yeah, if I walked in here right now, I'd be wrecked. I'd be done. So you have to come in here fairly prepared. There's a spawner in here, but then you can keep going up. And then up here, the wizard. This one's just a librarian, but another villager that's like a wizard. With this, an enchantment table. And we can't place books on lecterns yet, but with a book on the lectern already, as well as a little bit of loot. Maybe some lapis, a couple really good books like Channeling, Riptide, and then something to place them on with. So you have this dungeon in particular would basically be a good safe haven. So if this was close to your home or something, you wouldn't even need to make a enchantment table. It would be already here. So you can go after and finding an enchantment table. If you have a hard time finding diamonds, you can go and find this and still enchant your stuff in the world. And it just stands so tall. It looks like a wizard's tower. I think it looks phenomenal. Something like this in the game would be magical. Honestly, literally, haha, magician, pun intended. If you can find stuff like this in the natural world, stuff that you don't have to build, stuff that's already there, it would definitely give me a reason to go and go find these biomes. Because I'd want to find that dungeon. I'd want to find that house. I would definitely want to find that dojo. I mean, if you make it rare enough, and you ran across it, it would be really something special. I would absolutely love finding something like that in the wild. But yeah, dudes, this is just my favorite things. Some of my favorite things that I've built in this world that I think should be in the game of Minecraft. Again, they're not too far-fetched. These are just bigger than the ones I've done in the past. I have done one of these videos a long time ago, but it was much more simple stuff. I did have a dungeon in there, but again, it was much more simple things that I showed before. These are a little more extravagant, but I think that in the game they would pan out really well. I think people would absolutely love to go and find something like this in the game of Minecraft. But anyways, dudes, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Like I said before, if you guys like stuff like this and you guys want to see more ideas of things that I think should belong in the game of Minecraft, or things you think don't belong in the game of Minecraft, or you hate my ideas, let me know in the comment section below. I don't mind. I love everybody's opinion. Just be nice, because I'm still human. But yeah, if you guys have other ideas that you think should be in the game, let me know those as well in the comment section below. I love to hear everybody's different ideas. Everybody has a different idea of what they think the game should have in it. But anyways, dudes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, if you guys could smash that like button down below, it's greatly appreciated. And if you're at all new to this channel, if you guys can click that subscribe button, it does help the channel out a great deal. And while you're at it, click the little bell. It turns on notifications, and it lets YouTube and dudettes know when we upload our videos. And until next time, guys, see ya.